Mic check, mic check. Test, test. 10, 9, 8, 7. Mic test, test, test. You like it? Okay. All right.
Now I will give you a hint when you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a beautiful day at Northeastern State University, and we welcome you to our Tahlequah campus for this evening's commencement ceremony. We recognize that this is a celebratory and festive occasion. However, we would like to remind you that noisemakers of any kind are not a part of this academic ceremony. As the candidates are introduced, we ask that you kindly respect the announcement of all graduates' names. Finally, we ask that you silence your mobile devices and please refrain from entering the floor seating area so graduates and participants are able to move as needed throughout the ceremony. To begin our ceremony, we ask that you now please rise for the processional.
Students, family members, friends, faculty, and distinguished guests, welcome to Northeastern State University's Spring 2022 Commencement for the College of Liberal Arts. My name is Debbie Landry, and I serve as Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs. Please remain standing for the National Anthem, sung by Andy Willis and accompanied by the NSU Brass Quintet consisting of Parker McElwain, trumpet, Gavin Strickland, trumpet, Micah Spires, horn, Hannah Langston, euphonium, and Braxton Coons, bass trombone. Miss Jamie Combs, a member of the Special Education faculty, will serve as interpreter for this ceremony.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet it waves o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. It is now my honor to introduce Northeastern State University's 19th president, Dr. Steve Turner, who will extend his greetings.
Thank you, Dr. Landry. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Northeastern State University family, I want to welcome you to our second of 5 commencement ceremonies for May of 2022. Tonight, we join our students at the undergraduate and graduate level for the College of Liberal Arts, so we're so pleased that you could be with us tonight. There are a lot of folks that have a significant role in making this event possible. Some of them guided you into the parking lots. Some of them greeted you at the door. Some set up the flowers. Some are running the cameras. Some are running the sound. They're a little bit, and most of these are our employees, but tonight they're volunteering tomorrow. So I would like for us to say thank you to those that did all the work so that we could have a wonderful venue. Thank you, volunteers. I'd like for the students on the floor to stand with me. Students, stand for just a minute. I'm not going to put you on the spot too much. I was visiting with our commencement speaker and commenting about how special it is to be here and look at the faces of your loved ones who may not understand everything that's gone on, but they know that tonight is important and it's a wonderful celebration. You didn't get here by yourself. So I want to kind of see who's in the audience tonight. Where are the moms and dads? Make some noise. Raise your hand, moms and dads. Yeah? Where are the brothers and sisters of the degree candidates? Brothers and sisters, where are you? How about those grandparents of the honorees? Where are the grandparents tonight? How about the spouses? Quite a few. How about the children or grandchildren of the honorees? Where are you? What a great crowd. But now, students, they loved you, they've supported you, let's say thank you to your family members tonight for their support. Be seated, please. Thank you. A couple of days from now is a special day, and I hope it's really special to you, where we have designated a day where we say thank you and we love you to moms. My mother passed away, unfortunately, much too young, but as long as I have breath, I can at least give her accolades. So I do appreciate her, but now let's show appreciation to moms. So in advance of Mother's Day, would all the moms stand at this time and let us say Happy Mother's Day to you? All the moms, please. For some of you husbands and kids, that's your reminder. It's 2 days from now, so you better get after it. The NSU does a lot of things extremely well, but one of those that I'm so proud of is our recognition and our support for veterans. We are recognized as a military or veteran-friendly campus. We have yellow ribbon programs. We were recently recognized by the City of Tulsa, the Tulsa Community Service Council, and the Oklahoma Veteran Alliance as being a veteran employer champion. We value veterans. So if you have served or are serving in one of the branches of the U.S. Armed Services, would you stand and let us say thank you for your service? Veterans, please stand. Again, God bless you and thank you for your service. A couple of folks that I will introduce. The first person I will say a lot more about in just a moment, but sitting beside me on the stage is the Deputy Chief of the Cherokee Nation, Mr. Brian Warner. Brian, thank you for being here. And one of the top volunteers and amazing ambassadors for Northeastern State, my wife Penny, is over here on the left. So Penny, thank you for being here. As we gather this evening, all of you could reflect on the people that have touched your life. And I know that our faculty and staff and your family members have provided a lot of support. So I want to say thank you to the NSU faculty and staff that played a significant role in you being here, and specifically to the faculty for spending the time, getting the extra education, honing your craft, and sharing your wisdom and knowledge in certain disciplines with our students. So thank you, NSU faculty and staff, but especially the faculty. Thank you.
Thank you, President Turner. I would like to introduce some members of the platform party and those who have logistical roles in the ceremony. Others will be introduced later. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Dr. Pamela Fly, Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Carla Swearingen, Assistant Vice President for Academic Affairs. Ms. Christy Lansall, Vice President for Administration and Finance. Dr. Dan Mayberry, Vice President for University Relations. Dr. Cheryl Vanden Handel, Secretary-Treasurer of Faculty Council. Dr. Ben Crocht served as the mace bearer, and the college gonfalons were carried by Dr. Cheryl Vanden Handel and Dr. Jung Bang. Dr. Adele Shelburne will assist with diploma distribution. Dr. Robin Pursley and Mr. Chris Murphy will announce graduate names for this ceremony. Let's give them a round of applause. Graduates, faculty members from the College of Liberal Arts are here this evening to share this moment with you, and they are led by Dr. Chris Flavin and Dr. Farina King, who serve as faculty marshals. In this ceremony, we would like to recognize this year's Circle of Excellence honorees. Each spring, NSU faculty review peer and student nominations to select 3 members to be added to the Faculty Circle of Excellence. Faculty members are honored for their work in one of 3 areas: teaching, research, and service. Tonight, we recognize Dr. Jennifer Edwards, a sociology faculty member, as the honoree for teaching, Dr. Virginia Drywater Whitekiller as the honoree for research, and Dr. Eun Jong Bang as the honoree for service. Will the Circle of Excellence awardees please stand? These faculty exemplify the quality of our entire faculty who bring Northeastern State University regional, national, and international recognition. Most importantly, they care about our students and their success. Please join me in expressing our appreciation to the outstanding College of Liberal Arts faculty. Will all faculty please stand?
Good evening. My name is Jared Freeman, and I serve as the Vice President for Student Affairs and Enrollment Management. This time, we wish to recognize outstanding students at Northeastern State University. Recognizing students who have made significant contributions to Northeastern State University through academic achievement, campus leadership and involvement, community service, honors, and awards, the NSU Alumni Association Board of Directors has identified 12 outstanding seniors. In this ceremony, we recognize the following honorees from the College of Liberal Arts. Students, please stand as I call your name. Audience, please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Kylie Anderson, Enola, Media Studies major. Grace Perry, Broken Arrow, Social Studies Education major. Sarah Wilson, Fort Gibson, Media Studies major. Lauren York, Broken Arrow, English Education major. Congratulations to our outstanding seniors. Will the following members of the President's Leadership class please come forward to the right side of the stage? Emily Carver, Aspen Ford, Lauren Frost, Allison Neep, Kenneth Vance. Established in 1974, the President's Leadership class is a unique leadership and scholarship program designed to cultivate outstanding potential and proven student leaders. During their time at Northeastern, PLC students are immersed in a program focused on the development of leadership skills and civic engagement. During this ceremony, we recognize 5 graduating members of the President's Leadership class. As I call your name, please come forward to accept the PLC certificate from President Turner. Emily Carver is from Bokashi and Communication Studies major. Aspen Ford is a double major in Spanish and Media Studies. Aspen is from Tahlequah. Lauren Frost is a Communication Studies major from Wagner. Allison Neep is from Wilson and a double major in Media Studies and Psychology. Great job. And Kenneth Vance is a cybersecurity major from Oologah. Please join me in recognizing the graduating members of the President's Leadership class.
Will Hunter Koger, Rachel Dame, Dylan Mayfield, Sarah Wilson, and Lauren York make your way to the right side of the stage, please? Established in 2001 and directed by Dr. Karen Carey, The NSU Honors Program features a learning environment where students work with faculty members and peers in courses focused on independent research, and participation in co-curricular cultural experiences. Students in the Honors Program must maintain a 3.25 grade point average or above and complete a senior research project. As I call your name, please come forward to receive your honors medallion from President Turner. Hunter Koger. Hunter is an English major from Pryor. Dr. Christopher Flavin supervised Hunter's project titled Physical History of the Book. Rachel Dane. Rachel's project was titled Feminism and Christianity, How Original Texts of the Bible Are Not Sexist Compared to Modern Translational and Political Biases and Perceptions. It was also supervised by Dr. Flavin. Rachel is an English major from Broken Arrow. Dylan Mayfield. Dylan is a general studies major from Wagner. Dylan's project was titled Comparison of Ray Tracing and Rasterization. Dr. Bill Rosner served as mentor. Congratulations. Sarah Wilson. Sarah is a media studies major from Fort Gibson. Her project was titled The Department of Communication and Media Studies Brand Standards, and her mentor was Dana Boren. Lauren York. Lauren's project was titled Examining Gifted Education Opportunities in Oklahoma Through the Lens of Legislation, Programming, and Standards, and was supervised by Dr. Karen Carey. Lauren is an English education major from Broken Arrow.
Congratulations.
Let's give one more round of applause for all of those honor graduates. Our final recognition is for students with grade point average honors. Undergraduate honor students wear paired cords that are green with white, silver, or gold, depending on the recognition. Graduate honor students wear combined green, silver, and gold cords, and members of Alpha Chi, a National Honor Society for students in the upper 10% of class, also wear a blue and green cord. The names of the spring 2022 GPA honor graduates and the grade point average qualifications for undergraduate honors and master's degree honors are in your program. These students will be recognized individually as they cross the stage. Please join me in recognizing our spring 2022 cum laude, magna cum laude, summa cum laude, and graduate honor students. Honor graduates, please stand. Please be seated.
It is a pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Mr. Brian Warner, who was named an outstanding young alumnus last fall. Growing up in Sallisaw, Mr. Warner graduated from NSU in 2009 with a bachelor's degree in organistic biology. He continued his education at East Central University, earning a master's degree in education with a focus on instructional technology. He has served as a science instructor at Carl Albert State College and campus director at the Sallisaw campus. Throughout his life, he has been an advocate for Native Americans, representing District 6 on the Cherokee Nation Tribal Council and currently serving as the Deputy Principal Chief. At the national level, Mr. Warner serves on the CDC Tribal Advisory Committee, providing input on issues that significantly affect American Indian, Alaskan Native communities. In 2016, the National Center for American Indian Enterprise Development honored him as one of the 40 under 40, recognizing emerging American Indian leaders who have demonstrated initiative and dedication and made significant contributions in business and/or in their community. Please join me in welcoming our outstanding young alumnus and the Deputy Chief of the Cherokee Nation, Brian Warner.
Sio Nagad. Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing tonight? Good, good. Well, I want to say thank you to all the graduates. I want to say thank you to the family members. I want to say thank you to the supporters, the faculty, the staff, the administration of this great university. I consider it an honor and a privilege to be here. And I can tell you, as I was going through things, as an instructor at Carl Albert State College, every semester I would get terribly nervous before each class, before each semester. But that let me know that I was in the right spot at the right time. Those nerves were good. And as I looked out today, I'm not alone with friends that are in the audience. I looked out and I saw Mr. Keith Cheney. Cheney, appreciate you, everything you do. I looked over to my left and I saw Charlie and Doris Shell. Guys, it means a lot. And I looked up and I saw Miss Amber Brunk. These are people that they mean something to me, and it's so important that when you get to places in life, you understand that there's no mistake while we're here. And I find myself in this spot many times, folks, that I stand between a crowd of people and either food, or I stand between a crowd of people and their graduation. So I promise you, I'll make this as brief as possible, okay? You know, my story, it really begins right here at NSU. My story, it's a tale of a Mother's Day tale, really. And it's so fitting that we're here at Mother's Day weekend right now, because this story is about a wife. This story is about a mother. This story is about a grandmother. And this story is tailored up all together by a principal chief. And I'll explain these things as I go through, but you know, I come to school here, the son of a racehorse trainer, the son of a single mother who raised two boys by herself at times, by herself driving an old 70s model GMC pickup with the 454 engine in it, and you know gas prices today would have really got to us back then for sure. But that old 454 didn't have no air conditioner, but it had a floor, or it had a hole in the floor so that air could come up and cool my mother. She was driving from Sallisaw after leaving the racetrack, headed to Connor State College where she would receive her degree in nursing. Now folks, if that didn't motivate me at that time, I found a time later when it did motivate me. You know, when I was raised up, we had people that had our back at the racetrack. It was 7 days a week. The horses were more important than each of us, but they wanted us kids to go and get an education. So that's why I came to NSU. I could have chosen 100 other schools in different places, but this school was one that at one time I can remember, well, everybody goes to NSU. I want to go somewhere else. And when it came time, I thought, I need to go to NSU because I've got horses to take care of. I've got to be able to get back and forth. So I start as all, you get to class, and I'll tell you folks, I was a quiet individual. I might not have said an entire word the first half of the semester other than present in classes. I stayed in my hometown shell, if you will. Now, I went out and had fun and did different things, but it was with folks that I knew, or I called my friends in from other places. But the second semester rolls around, and I've got a roommate named Jim Ed Nemo. People may know Jim Ed. He's a firefighter, and he serves every day diligently. But Jim Ed said, I've met these guys. They're in a fraternity. I said, Jim Ed, they're not for me. I'm a racetrack boy. This just isn't for me. But you know what? I stepped out and I give it a shot. I give it a chance, and there's where the story really begins, because it began on two different roads. One, that I was getting to know more people. I was stepping out of that shell. I was stepping into the world of meeting all these new guys, all these new girls in this fraternities or sororities. I was meeting the administration. I was doing things. I had met folks that basically cemented relationships within my life. But then I also found another road where, gosh, those horses were just so much fun. And at one time, I remember in '97, thinking to myself, I've got to make a decision. So I remember the day I made a decision to take the easy road. My grades were going down. The fun I was having was going up. And the horses dragged me away, okay? I chose to leave school with 93 credit hours in biology, in chemistry, all these classes. I chose an easy path. Some may say that doesn't sound right, but that path led me to places, and I had a good time. Everybody's been to a fireworks show. Everybody's lit off a firework, and that's what it was like for those few years, chasing those racehorses. But you know, the next day after the 4th of July, what do? You pick up the pieces. And as I picked up the pieces, and as I started putting things together, I noticed that in that puzzle that was my life, there was things missing. There was things that were left to do. I can remember sitting down with my grandmother at the time in the shed row of our barn, and she said, you'll never go back if you quit now. I didn't know it then. She really upset me, but she was challenging me. That grandmother's love that came to pass later that propelled me back to where I'm at today. So as I chased these horses, I hit places that put me at rock bottom. I hit depression. I went through things that several of us go through. As a matter of fact, I think I was about as flat as soup on a paper plate, if you can imagine that. That's pretty flat. But something hit me. I got a call. Hey, guess what? You're going to be a daddy. And folks, in that instant, I knew that I had to do different things. And as I was preparing to become a father, and as I started raising a young man, I met a lady that I dated for a little while. I didn't date her long, and I asked her day in and day out, will you marry me? Eventually, she said yes. And my wife today is the reason that I went back. As I sat there and I worked different jobs and did different things, that missing piece of that puzzle was I did not graduate. I did not finish my degree. So between my grandmother, my mother's story, and my wife's tenacity, I decided in the summer of 2008 to make a return to NSU. My grandmother gave me her truck. I sold that truck and bought me a Honda Accord so I could get back and forth. I bought that thing in the winter though, and I didn't realize it didn't have any AC, so it got a little hot. But nonetheless, as I came back, things were different. The school had grown. The school was changing. The science building got a facelift. The education building was getting a facelift. There was things that the new statue was there of Sequoia. It was such an important time that by the time I rounded around the corner and I had all this support, my son's about 2 years old at the time, or 3 or 4, I could remember sitting where you're sitting today. That significance of that graduation in May of 2009. Now take this. You heard a young, outstanding alumnus? That's because I did not graduate in 99 when I was supposed to. I took a different path and I ended up in 2009. But that path was significant because that day as I set out with my peers, much as you do, with family supporters, my son, it was so important to me that he was in the audience today, that day. My wife was in the audience. My mother was in the audience. The significance of the speaker that day rings true today because as she stood in this spot in the Jack Dobbins Field House, as she stood there, I didn't realize that that was going to be one of the last speeches that you would hear from the late, great Wilma Mankiller. And it just brought everything into full circle to me. And as I went on and graduated, I thought about what a mother, what an aunt, what a chief. She was my chief. As a little kid, getting drugged down to every strawberry festival. Wilma Mankiller was not only my chief, she was my strawberry queen every single year. I waited on that parade, and if you've ever been to a Stillwell Strawberry Festival parade, folks, it's a long one. But there she came, and I started to understand as I sat there the significance of that moment, and today even more. Folks, if you look today, in Cherokee culture, there's 7 sacred directions. As a matter of fact, the beaded necklace that I wore was made by the late, great Rhonda Smoke. May she rest in peace. And she sent something in this, and she told me what all the directions meant. You look at the north, the south, the east, the west. You have the above, you have the below. But in the center, I want to note that in the center it's green. It's NSU green. In the center is where you'll find where you live, where we always are. In the center is where you find balance between logic and emotion. And I say this today because our paths have all been different. Our paths may have been somewhat similar, but there's no mistake in why each and every one of us are here today to either enjoy this graduation moment as a graduate or as a family supporter. In Cherokee values, we see generosity, we see courage, we see respect, we see trust. And that trust is something that we hold near and dear. These are values not only for Cherokee folks far and wide, these are values for all of us to live by. These values bring integrity. So graduates, I tell you this very truly, if you bring integrity with you every day, if you're authentic, if you're loving, if you continue to walk in humility, you will do great things. I had a great man tell me, he said, for a while I tried to figure out why I was in the House of Representatives. And he said, one day it came to me. He said, I'll learn if I just bring integrity with me every day, I'll be a part of great things. Folks, I can tell you today that it's more important than ever that we remember to be a generous giver, that we remember to be courageous and help other people be courageous. Remember to respect one another, and always remember to build that trust. And remember that a commitment and trust, when you think about a commitment, folks, it's better to not make a commitment than to make one and not hold it to. And that's why I had something missing in my life. It was that degree. It was more than that degree. It was everything that tailored me today to get to this point. The highs, the lows. I started to understand that failures are one of the greatest parts of my success. How am I going to learn? How am I going to self-reflect? There's also something that I hold valuable. It's a journey in faith. It's a walk. It's one step at a time. The path is lit, but it's only lit far enough to see that next step. And each step that we take is measured. In Galatians chapter 5, verses 22 through 23, it says, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law. Today, folks, our mothers, our aunts, our uncles, our fathers, they raised us up, and they always talked about nutrition. They always talked about the values. They always talked about everything. Can you imagine a fruit, one bite, that brings all of these things? All of these things that can help you take that integrity into your work world. All of these things that can make you a better employee, that can make you a better mama, that can make you a better daddy, can make you a better son or a daughter. Folks, my faith, my family, and my Cherokee lifeways are what fuels my passions today. You have to ask yourself, what fuels your passion? What are you going to do with your will? What are you going to do with the path that's out in front of you? There's several paths, and when I look at opportunity, I think of your life as a hallway, and down that hallway there's doors. What you've done to get to this point today is prepared yourself and put tools in your tool belt that will help you walk through that door when it opens, and you'll be prepared. We must do the right thing for the right reason. We must do good for the sake of good. And we must always remember to give an extra measure of grace and mercy as the Lord gives us so freely to all of those. So folks, as we wrap up this evening, as you move on your way, you never know that individual sitting next to you. You never know that person that you had in class, that you went through the trials and the tribulations of that time, where you're going to see them in the next chapter of your life. So folks, let's remember this in closing. Northeastern State University is a fine university. Northeastern State University was built on the shoulders of Cherokee ancestors, and it still stands today. So let everybody remember when we leave and we go out into this world that there's no other place like this that can help you prepare to give that grace and that mercy so freely. So let's be individuals that have integrity. You have all the things that you need. And folks, thanks be to God, and have a great night.
Deputy Chief Brian, it's customary that we present a gift to the commencement speaker. The easy way to describe this is it's a miniature version of the seal that the president wears at formal events. For those of you in the audience, if you look on the banners behind me, you'll see the seal. You just mentioned in your comments the heritage. There are two dates within this, and the inner circle is 1846. That is there because on November 26, 1846, about 176 years ago, the Cherokee Council created an act to create the male and female seminaries. Another date is 1909 at the bottom. March 6, 1909 is the date that NSU became a public institution. On the back, there's an inscription that marks time that you were here to speak to this graduating class on both May 6th and 7th. Thank you for your message. Thank you for being an outstanding young alum, and also for your leadership in not only Oklahoma, but in the Cherokee Nation.
Thank you, Deputy Chief Warner, for your inspiring and insightful remarks. It is time to present candidates for the baccalaureate and master's degrees. Each candidate will be recognized on stage and receive a diploma cover. Master's degree candidates will also receive a hood symbolizing their professional field. After candidates are recognized on stage, President Turner will confer degrees. The dean will present the candidates and will assist in diploma distribution by the assistant or associate dean. Faculty, at this time, I will ask you if you concur with these recommendations for degrees. If so, please rise. Thank you. Please be seated.
Good evening. I'm Mike Chancellor, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts. President Turner, I am pleased to present these candidates from the College of Liberal Arts upon whom the baccalaureate degree will be conferred. College of Liberal Arts baccalaureate degree candidates, please come forward.
Emily Grace Carver, summa cum laude.
Ramsey Arnold.
Lauren Catherine Frost, magna cum laude.
Raven Cheyenne Cheney.
Kylie Ann Anderson, summa cum laude.
Zachary Robertson.
Emma Grace Holmes, summa cum laude.
Jordan Olivia Robbins.
Madeline Nicole Welch.
Grace Renee Perry, summa cum laude.
James Lloyd Cole, cum laude.
Bailey Nicole Epps.
David Jefferson Trammell, cum laude.
Rachel Kate Tibbs.
Garrett Rushton Lamone.
Jennifer Diane Champlain.
Billy Dean DeMarlo Mack, Jr.
Hannah Marie Ballou.
Taylor Nicole Ramsey.
Lindsay Delaney Keener, cum laude.
Taylor Brooke Floyd.
Cody Lee Van.
Jennifer Marie Martinez.
William Douglas Nichols.
Brandon E. Cornett, cum laude.
Darius Deshaun Hopkins.
Sarah Mackenzie Wood, summa cum laude.
Christy Luann Needham, cum laude.
Gracie Deanne Merle, magna cum laude.
Allison Diane Neep, magna cum laude.
Philip Scott Hartgee, summa cum laude.
Stevie Marie Scott.
Kent Kelly Graham.
Tanner Lanier Robertson, summa cum laude.
Zoe Grace Garner.
Kenneth Chase Vance.
Kirsten Brooke Anderson, cum laude.
Mackenzie Hope Henry, magna cum laude.
Elizabeth Lene Siebold.
Michaela Lee Stewart.
Waleshka Moet Jimenez, magna cum laude.
Mary Leanne Demo.
Billie Jean Jackson.
Jonathan Mack Sanders.
Hunter Nicole Koger, summa cum laude.
Vol C. Woods.
Rachel Dame, summa cum laude.
Paxton Riley Brown.
Jacob Matthew Cifuentes.
Shaylee Sarah Fain.
Colby Wayne Rhodes, summa cum laude.
Noreen Catherine Wellborn Swank, summa cum laude.
Charles Edward Hefner, Jr.
Sarah Ellen Kelly.
Jeremy Carney.
Amanda Ann Groves.
Jace Paul Pratt.
Ashley Y. Gonzalez, magna cum laude.
Caleb George Standridge, magna cum laude.
Emma Grace Chasteen, summa cum laude.
Haley Shay Teehee.
Madison Jade Clark.
Amber Leanne Hernandez.
Braylon Mackenzie Hale.
Cody Willis.
Emma J. De La Rosa.
Aspen Courtney Ford, magna cum laude.
Charlie Janae White.
Colin Christopher Pruitt.
Maisie Gail Lancaster.
Sarah Christine Wilson, summa cum laude.
Casey R. Ashing, summa cum laude.
Samuel Lee Morris.
Rebecca A. Underwood.
Adam Law, summa cum laude.
DeBriance Latavia Penne, summa cum laude.
Caitlin Renee Eccles, magna cum laude.
Keith A. Cockle, summa cum laude.
Emily Anna Cannon, cum laude.
Megan E. Davis.
Karen Renee Ty.
Paige Michelle Stevenson Anderson.
Brittany Raquel Runyon.
Matthew Charles Wagner, cum laude.
Chapman Galloway.
Jaron Ray Forkiller, cum laude.
Kaylee Morgan Pinkston.
Brittany Lachey Anderson.
Chelsea D. Whittington.
Faisal Fuad Almala.
Haley Jo Shaylin Maupin.
Brooklyn Nicole Field.
Lauren Elizabeth York, summa cum laude.
Ashton R. Barnoski.
Denario Schotz, magna cum laude.
Lyndon Kyle Brunk.
Jackson Riley Washburn, summa cum laude.
Katrina R. Lowe.
Colleen Marie Garrett, cum laude.
Jaden Ryan Norwood, cum laude.
Amanda K. Nash, summa cum laude.
Erlinda J. Swasnavas Soap.
Jace Gavin Welch.
Tiana Tate Luta Long.
Shalise Devon Kirby.
Dylan Zane Mayfield.
Please help me acknowledge the bachelor degrees candidates from the College of Liberal Arts. Good evening. I'm Carrie Keller, Dean of the Graduate College. President Turner, I am pleased to present the candidates from the Graduate College upon whom the master's degrees will be conferred. Candidates will proceed to both sides of the platform where they will be hooded by their dean or assistant dean. Master's degree candidates in the College of Liberal Arts, please come forward.
Riley K. Hughes.
Emily Nicole Riggs, honors.
Jessica Lynn Treat.
Jennifer Saldivar, honors.
Alyssa Paige Cochran.
Kaya Nicole Brodus, honors.
Riley Amarette Stephenson, with honors.
Bobby Jean Burris.
Karen Emily Duell, with honors.
Logan Jefferson Curtis.
Caitlin Davis Ryan, with honors.
Troy Dean Shatwell.
Nicholas Titus Young, with honors.
Tawana Gail Ross Levan.
Kimberly Mariko Suzuki Arnold, with honors.
Mark Anthony Dressler, with honors.
Gordon Keith Harlan.
Florence Ellen Northington.
Kimberly Ann Smith, with honors.
Briannon Graham.
Violetta Quiros Del Rio.
Robert Keat Miller.
Kaylin Ann Parsons.
Brooke Madison Rhodes.
Jackie Lynn Holland.
Virginia Lou Miller, with honors.
Eileen Summer Sharma.
Michaela Darlene Thacker.
Lauren Adriana Lima, with honors.
Lindsay Marie Hacker, with honors.
Ismar Gonzalez.
Courtney Mariah Taylor, with honors.
Tiffany Jo Jones.
Allison Nicole Harrison.
Stephen Keith Ellis.
Brianna Kelsey Miller, with honors.
Michelle Grayson. Andrea Caitlin Stroh. Caitlin Nicole Dorse, with honors.
Students, it is time for the conferring of degrees. Will all baccalaureate and master degree candidates please rise? President Turner, pending the results of a final degree audit, I certify that the candidates standing before you have completed all requirements for the baccalaureate and master's degrees respectively, and I recommend that the degree to which they are individually entitled be conferred.
Thank you, Provost Landry. Consistent with the statutes of the state of Oklahoma, the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education, and the Board of Regents of the Regional University System of Oklahoma, and by the authority vested in me by the state of Oklahoma, it is my pleasure to confer upon each of you the baccalaureate or master's degree as printed in the program with all of the rights, ranks, privileges, and responsibilities such a degree carries among scholars. Graduates, there is a tradition in higher education that signifies the passage from being a student and candidate for graduation to becoming a graduate. At this time, please move your tassels from the right side to the left side. Please be seated.
Graduates, as you know, Northeastern State University has a long history of service to Oklahoma. Our alumni have accomplished great things in their professional and personal lives. Today, you're joining this distinguished group, and we are your partner as you begin this new chapter in your life. Here to share with you the importance of our alumni remaining connected with NSU is the Director of Alumni Services, Daniel Johnson.
Thank you. So graduates, just mere moments ago, President Turner conferred upon you your baccalaureate or your master's degree. And if you're paying attention, you heard him say that with that degree, there came certain rights, ranks, privileges, and responsibilities. And in the brief time that I have with you this evening, I want to talk about those rights, ranks, privileges, and responsibilities. Because of your efforts and your tenacity over the last number of years, you have earned the right to call yourself a graduate of Northeastern State University. And today you have joined our family of over 65,000 living alumni who make up what we refer to as the Green and White Network. And the Alumni Association exists to keep you and all those 65,000 other alumni connected with NSU and with each other. I am very confident that some of those 65,000 living alumni are in the audience this evening, and I want to take a quick indulgence and recognize that group. So in the audience this evening, if you are a graduate of Northeastern State, will you please stand and let us welcome you back home? Wonderful. Rights, ranks, privileges, and responsibilities. You and your fellow graduates have earned the rank of a Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, a Master of Arts, and in so doing, you have achieved something that roughly only 1/3 of the U.S. population has done. Even fewer, a smaller percentage for those of you graduating with your master's degree this evening. But because you have done this, there are going to be more doors open to you, and likely you will be presented with greater opportunities. There are, of course, no givens in life, but because of your rank, you're unquestionably better positioned for success. You can imagine the privileges that come with your degree, but I want to specifically focus on the privilege of staying connected to NSU through the Alumni Association. Our members are entitled to a host of perks and benefits, and like exclusive invitations, imprints, our alumni magazine, and through our Green and White Perks program, members can save real money on everything from shopping, entertainment, travel, and more. We'll be sending you information about this very soon, but I truly hope you will take advantage of the privilege of staying connected with the NSU Alumni Association. Rights, ranks, privileges, and the most important one, responsibilities. As a Northeastern State graduate, you now share in the responsibility of adding value to the NSU degree. Let me say that one more time. Adding value to the NSU degree. Let me share with you 4 ways that you can do this. First, become excellent at what you do. Second, be worth more than you cost. 3, do what you say you're going to do. And last, outwork everyone. If you do these 4 things, folks, I promise you that you will be upholding that responsibility of adding value to the NSU degree. Those who have been a part of your journey to get here this evening are undoubtedly proud of your achievement. You gathered here. Now it's time to go far and fulfill the promise of your degree. Your degree from Northeastern State University with all its rights, ranks, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations, and I will see you soon.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. As we come to the close of our ceremony, please listen carefully to these directions to facilitate a safe and smooth exit from this arena. In just a moment, we will ask you to stand for the Nsu Alma Mater. Ella Mounts and Garrett Abel will sing the Alma Mater, first in Cherokee, recognizing NSU's historical significance as a Cherokee National Female Seminary. Then we ask all audience members to join Andy Willis in singing the English lyrics. All vocalists will be accompanied by the NSU Brass Quintet. Following the Alma Mater, please remain standing at your seat during the recessional. After the platform party, faculty and graduates have recessed and left the arena floor, the audience will be dismissed to meet graduates outside. Now please stand for the Alma Mater.
Joy.